parents know it can cost as much as $5,000 to put braces on a child's teeth. Braces are rarely needed for health reasons. It's otherwise a sacrifice some families make for a child's appearance. But while some families struggle to pay for braces, under Medicaid in Texas, tens of thousands of children are getting braces for free. Byron Harris is here now with a continuing News 8 investigation. Byron?
Ron, last year Texas spent $184 million on braces under Medicaid, as much as the rest of the nation combined. Michigan and Kansas, on the other hand, spent zero. Some dental organizations in Texas charge the government millions for braces under Medicaid, but who's doing all that work? The fact is, many patients don't know, and the state doesn't check. More as News 8 investigates. Under Medicaid, every tweak of a child's braces can mean more money for a dentist. And in Texas, nobody does more tweaking than Navarro Orthodontics, which does business under 9 different corporate entities. It's run by dentist Carlos Navarro, his brother Marco Navarro, both of Dallas, and their partners. Navarro collects as much money from taxpayers for putting braces on poor kids' teeth as anyone in the United States. $22 million in a dozen clinics in Texas. That's $2.5 million more than the entire state of California. Here's the jet Navarro owns part of. Here's an office in Rio Grande City we visited in June. Inside, this chart shows the core of the business. It shows kids can visit up to 26 times to get free braces on their teeth. Taxpayers pay for each one under Medicaid. What wasn't displayed when we visited is who the dentist was, a requirement of state regulations that isn't enforced unless a patient complains.
Hi, who's the dentist? What dentist is on duty?
Where are you coming
I'm from a TV station in Dallas. His name's supposed to be displayed on the door, and it isn't.
Let me go talk to somebody. Give me a second, okay?
All right.
Records obtained by News 8 indicate Navarro Orthodontics sponsors low-wage dental workers from Mexico to boost the bottom line. Here's a visa for Rosa Ferry Rodriguez. It's a TN visa granted under NAFTA for people with special technical skills. She was sponsored by Navarro Orthodontics as a medical technologist. She's now licensed with the state as a dental assistant and works at Navarro Orthodontics. Jose Nunez's visa listed him as a dentist at Navarro Orthodontics. He's not certified to be a dentist in Texas, according to state records. According to state records, he's a registered dental assistant. His pay stubs show he was paid as a dental assistant, a fraction of what a dentist makes. The question is, inside Navarro's offices, who is doing what? This parent does not know who's treating her child. Although she's happy with her daughter's dental work, she says she receives no paperwork after each visit.
The first time I brought her to get them done, they took her in or whatever, and then they called me, letting me know what they were going to do, and that was it. Every time I come, we're not allowed to go in.
Who's the dentist?
They've never told me.
Did you get a bill or anything?
Supposedly, when we get here, I guess they charge all that at once.
Navarro Orthodontics bills the government at a set rate. The lower wages its owners can pay, the higher its profits. Marco Navarro has only been licensed to practice dentistry in Texas for 5 years. During that time, he's become wealthy. Just off the 3rd green at the Four Seasons course in Las Colinas sits his $2.25 million house with its own waterfall, one of several properties he owns across the state. Although his dental business is funded by U.S. taxpayers under Medicaid, Navarro himself is not a U.S. citizen. In answer to written questions, Navarro Orthodontics says the nationalities and names of its employees are private. Navarro also says the names of dentists and hygienists are posted inside every office waiting room. Recent visits to Navarro clinics in Dallas show this now is true. The Texas Board of Dental Examiners regulates dentists in Texas. The board says the only way it could take action against unlicensed dentists is if it receives a complaint. Since parents are not allowed to see their children being treated at many clinics, that would be difficult.
It makes no sense to me.
State Senator Jane Nelson.
They will receive a complaint from the legislature that they're not doing the job they need to be doing at making sure that we're watching over taxpayer dollars like we should.
The Texas Dental Board refused to be interviewed on camera for this story, as did Navarro Orthodontics. In answer to written questions, Navarro Orthodontics says it neither advertises nor recruits in Mexico, and that all its employees, whether Mexican or U.S. nationals, are licensed to do the work they're doing. Byron Harris, Channel 8 News.